for either another bus or a smaller 10-passenger, 8-passenger vehicle. So those asks have been made from both Senator Gustavo Rivera's office and Councilman Dinowitz's office. The paperwork has gone in, we have to wait for them to respond. So that's not I asked today, I get a response tomorrow kind of thing, right? It depends if it fits into their budget, but absolutely, I did put it in ask, for a new bus and an additional 8 to 10 passenger vehicle. So there's 2 asks for transportation, okay? Any questions about that? Yeah.
If you get a second bus, you need a second driver.
Absolutely. Well, it's not a second bus, we would be getting rid of the old bus, having a new bus.
Yeah.
And then if we have a smaller vehicle, which does not require a CDL license, there will be somebody else to drive that vehicle, but that's not gonna be today, tomorrow, or in the next 6 months. We'll find out.
Very good.
Thank you. We'll find out about that later on from the senator's office and from the councilman's office, but it's gonna take some time, right? Any other questions about that? All right, anybody online have a question about transportation? No? Okay. As far as our culinary team is concerned, you know that we have a new director of culinary experience and facilities management. His name is Andy Reynoso. He just recently joined our team 2 weeks ago. We're gonna be elevating the culinary experience here at our older adult center. We really want to focus on the quality of food, right? So we've started something different. We used to get our food ordered from a company called Cisco. We're actually going, myself and Andy, we're going to the store for where the restaurants buy their food. It's called Restaurant Depot. And we're actually picking the food ourselves. Instead of having it delivered from a big company, we're going and looking at the potatoes and picking them. We're going and looking at the lettuce and the fruit and the meat and all of those things so that we can provide a quality meal, right? We're looking at the difference in price and how we can save money and do things a little differently, right, for the culinary experience. So we're also going to have, and Margie and her team is gonna send this out to everyone. It's gonna be a survey for food. We wanna know, we wanna hear from you, what can we do different? What do you like? What don't you like? We wanna make everybody happy. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't, but we'd really like to hear from you, what works, what doesn't work, what would you like to see? And about 2 weeks ago, I was downstairs here when lunch was being served, and I asked many of you, several of you, about dinner. Who would like to have a fine dining experience here at the center, 3-course meal, inexpensive fundraiser for the center? And I talked to many of the seniors and they said that they would be willing to pay $20 to $25 for a 3-course fine dining meal here at the center. The plan is to turn the center into a fine dining room with black linen tablecloths, beautiful lighting, and then a 3-course meal. How many of you would attend if we did that here at the center for $20 or $25?
Is this for every day or this?
No, this is gonna be twice a month.
Twice.
Would you attend?
Yeah.
And you said,
Excellent.
you said it would cost about $20 to $25.
$20 to $25 for a 3-course meal, so you would get your appetizer, your main course, and a dessert. How does that sound?
Good.
Excellent. The menus are being made up, but we want to do the survey first so that we can see what you would like to see for that fine dining experience and for lunch. Bless you. So more to come on that. Any questions?
The question about, the food, I help to clean up and you cannot please everybody. What I love, maybe you don't love, and I see a
Right.
lot of food thrown out, but you can have it. Oh, I'm sorry. Should I say it again?
No, I'm gonna repeat it for you.
Yes. Yeah, no, that's it. I see a lot of food thrown out because people don't like that, and we have 2 alternatives. But it's impossible, to please everybody. I think.
Well, that and also the problem is that we don't know how many people are coming every day, right? So it could be that we only get 50 people on a 103-degree day, or we could get 150 people like the day when there was the water break, right? Because everybody from the Y came here. So it's very difficult to gauge, right? So we try to figure between 70 and 80 meals a day. The team did a great job the other day, right? When we had all of those extra people and they were able to, and here they go, here's Kevin. I'm just talking about how wonderful you are. Everybody give Kevin a round of applause. Kevin and the team, Kevin and the team.
I tried.
They did a wonderful job, right? Creating, something very quickly for the extra guests that we had, right? So it's a little difficult, but I understand your concern about waste, but there are certain things we can't keep, right?
It's impossible.
It's impossible. We try our best though. Any other questions?
To me, the food is wonderful.
Thank you.
It's
I'll let
really-
them know that. Make sure you let them know that on the survey, okay?
Oh, yes, yes.
Awesome. Any other questions or comments about what's to come or what's been happening as far as food is concerned?
Yeah, I'm from the committee and we've done several. Recommendations for that time.
So I have looked at the most recent survey, but I think that a lot of things change as we go. So yes, I have reviewed that, but I'd like to do one now, especially because we're gonna have some fine dining experiences here, so we're gonna add that to what we already have. I do want to remind everyone that because we are funded by the New York City Aging, right, for lunch, we're very restricted as to what we can do. Those menus have to be created a year in advance based upon the standards that New York City Aging puts out, right? So there's a nutritional value, there's all these different kinds of things, right? And we can supplement maybe an apple for a blueberry, right? But there are other things that we cannot use. We can't fry anything because that's under their regulatory requirements, as an example, right? So I will love to include what was done in 2024 and now what we're gonna do now, so that we can try to incorporate that in our fine dining experiences and when we have special events, so that we can fit in all of those other great ideas.
Okay, will you have members on a committee with you? Because we did have a formal committee.
If you'd like to have a formal committee, absolutely. I didn't know there was one. That's a great thing.
Yes,
That's wonderful. We can reinstitute that right away.
thank you.
You're very welcome. Anything else about the food? Anybody from online have any questions? Okay.
For fish, we should have down there, or cod instead of tilapia.
They
So-
never serve tilapia.
So we have, on the survey, when you get it, you'll see, I listed bronzini as a choice, cod, flounder, and a couple of other things, because I know that, although we love salmon, right, we might want something different every now and then, right?
Right,
So there's, on the survey, you can choose what you'd like to see, okay?
yeah, branzini is okay.
Okay, perfect. Anything else about food for right now? All right, I want to talk a little bit about ADAPT. Everyone knows our ADAPT program is upstairs, and it's our social adult day. We have maximum capacity almost reached there, and we're looking to start a second program, right? People with dementia and Alzheimer's, it's so important for us to take care of them, and we want to expand our services, so we're looking to start a second session for our ADAPT program. We have asked for funding for that as well. We've asked for several different sources to help us expand that program. So we'll let you know if we are able to do that. We're partnering with many different agencies now. We just went, Elizabeth Alvarado, who is the Director of Clinical Services, and we went to visit Neighborhood House last week and see how we can partner with them. To our surprise, at Neighborhood House, they didn't realize that we had all the things going on here that we do. So they do have a small older adult group that we may see them coming over here now. Because they really are struggling with their program, so they might join us. So Somos is another partner that we're looking to engage. Somos is very large within the Bronx community, and we're trying to bring them here. Doing different things and branching out is really what has to happen right now with, especially with the financial environment that exists, right, within the government, and most of our funding is from the government. So we're trying to create new relationships specifically so that we can start and new programs and increase the capacity for our current programs. So any questions about ADAPT?
Yes. How many participants are in
Who's
the,
speaking, please?
oh, Pat Pardo. How many,
Hi, Pat. We don't see you, but okay.
how many participants do we have in ADAPT right now?
So right now, we average between 10 and 15. Sometimes they show, sometimes they don't show, sometimes they take a little hiatus. But the ratio is 2 to 5, 2 to 6, as far as staff to participants. We only have a couple of slots open on Friday available. And we do have several people who are in the process of getting their assessment done so that they can join the program. So we've blocked off those slots to hold them for them because they are in the process. So we are at maximum. So that's why we'd like to engage whoever can help us fund a new program, because we need the funding for the staff and to, other than personnel expenses, right? So we're waiting to see what we can obtain as far as support.
Thank you.
You're very welcome, Pat. Anyone else? Okay. So we're gonna be doing some fundraising. As we all know, RSS has been around for almost a little bit more than 51 years, and a lot of what has kept us going is our fundraising, right? So it's super important for us to do fundraising in addition to all the funding that we receive from New York City Aging. So with that being said, you've heard about the fine dining. We also have a history of Riverdale paired with a wine tasting coming up in September. We are going to do another murder mystery sometime in February. And we're also going to reinstate the gala this year. And it's going to be a fun type of event. It's not going to be necessarily just, get all dressed up and whatever. There's going to be a theme. And we're looking about maybe having several different chefs involved so that we can taste several different chefs' food. And we're trying to figure out who we want to honor this year for the gala. So if you have any suggestions, there is a suggestion box if you want to nominate someone to be honored this year. When I say this year, our gala will be next year in May. Our fiscal year starts tomorrow, right? We don't run on a calendar year. So our fiscal year starts tomorrow through June 30th of next year. So our gala for this coming year will be in May. Yes.
Talking about fundraising, I don't know if in the past, if someone passed away or you wanted to honor a teacher or something, we would donate to the center. And the person used to get a letter of thanks. When my husband died, I got many, but now if the person, I did something for one of the members, and she said, did you get a knowledge? No, I didn't. So can we go back to, let's say, you did something for me and I donate $25 or whatever it might be. Can the person get acknowledgement and the person that was donated to also the two people?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Sorry if my English is.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Absolutely. That should be customary. And if that's not being done, I will make sure that it does get done. Okay? Okay. I will definitely take care of that.
Thank you.
We're also going to have a virtual art event with April Lombardi. Many of you have participated with her online painting. And I heard she's amazing. So I'd love to see that coming up. And your donations. Thank you all for your spontaneous donations. Many of you have donated for the repairs of the bus, in addition to other donations, but I really want to thank you all. In addition to fundraising, the donations that all of you contribute really help the center to continue to thrive and to move forward. So thank you very much to all of you. I also want to take a moment and thank the board, the advisory council, and our volunteer staff. They also, all of them, help us to continue the center to move forward, right? Without all of our volunteers, we wouldn't be able to keep our center going. So thank you everyone for all of the time that you donate to RSS. But I'm gonna ask for one more thing from all of you, and I'm gonna ask all of you to become an ambassador for RSS. And that's someone who's out there talking openly about RSS and how wonderful we are and all the programs and services that we have so that we can continue to grow as a center. So consider yourself as ambassadors of RSS and please continue to get the word out. Any questions so far before I continue? Yes.
I would like to know who's going to replace Andrea, who retired December.
So you must have my agenda in front of you. Because it's on my agenda. So since you asked, there have been some staffing changes. We're looking at, as you know, Andrea retired, and there have been several other staffing changes. So in the 2 months that I've been here, really looking at the staffing that we have, the budget that we have decided to consolidate positions. And Liz, would you stand up so you can say hello to everybody? Liz is our clinical director right now of ADAPT, but as of tomorrow, July 1st, Liz will be our deputy director / clinical director of services. So everybody thank Liz with a big round of applause and wish her the best as of July 1st.
Not me. You should post when there's somebody new coming in and replacing somebody. It should be posted up for all the staff to know who's who and what's going on, because the staff doesn't know who these people are.
So
They should
Margie,
post it.
yeah,
Okay. So one of the things is, it's not gonna be official till tomorrow, but we're definitely gonna post it up here, and I think what we'll do is maybe, it's on our website, but maybe we'll put together a whole staff listing, so you'll know
That-
who everybody is and what their role is, and what you would contact with them,
Good.
and their contact information, so we'll put that
That's
together.
good. That should. One.
we'll have that taken care of right away for you. You're welcome.
What about when somebody does?
Just waiting for that. When somebody dies, or.
So let's finish staffing first, right? So many of you, and you were here, I introduced Andy at lunch. And he is the new culinary and facilities management director. So we'll also add his picture so that you can see it, but I think everyone really knows Andy already. I want to wish Liz a great year. This is a transition for us at RSS and a transition for Liz because she was really focusing on the clinical aspect. So she'll do some operations and some clinical, and Margie, who handles our programming, you ran away too fast, Margie. Margie, who handles our programming, I just want to thank you. All this time since Andrea has left, you've been really stepping up. So please give Margie a round of applause for stepping in and taking on a lot of responsibility. Margie will be moving downstairs to Andrea's old office. So you will see her all the time in Andrea's office, and you'll see Liz and I coming up and down, up and down, up and down, right? So more changes to come. Any questions on what I've just announced?
And will people be approachable?
I think I'm approachable. Am I approachable?
Somebody was.
Everybody should be approachable. Everybody. This is your center. We are here for you. This is your center. We are here for you. So yes, everybody should be approachable. And please, if someone gives you some type of unapproachable attitude, please come and talk to me directly. Okay? Yeah. Good. Anything else?
People online.
Oh, anything from anybody up there? No. Okay. Awesome. So you'll see a lot of different changes, right? So the director of community engagement most recently resigned. That was Isael Tejada. He's moved on, and we wish him all success in his new endeavor. And effective July 14th or so, we have a replacement starting. Her name is Melody Velez. She comes to us with a wealth of knowledge in the non-for-profit world, as well as fundraising and other wonderful attributes that she has. And she'll become the new director of community engagement and special projects. So she'll start with us in July.
Question, what does that person do?
The director of community engagement. So Isael was involved in what goes on outside of the center pretty much. So we would have things going on at Marble Hill, we have things going on at Chevier, we have things going on at KHCC. Really engaging the community outside to help support people who can't make it here to the center. That kind of community support. And that Melody will be doing that. Eastside was bilingual and Beach Street Melody is also bilingual. Gonna be working with our new RN that we are hoping to obtain for the community engagement program. We'll also be working out in the field and probably coming on as per diem. We're waiting to see what happens with that, but we want to get another nurse who's an RN on staff. Any other questions?
Where did he go?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. We wish him luck on his new endeavor, but I don't know. Any other questions? My door is always open. You can come and talk to me anytime you like. I'm upstairs in 106. And if you see me down here, just stop me and say hi and whatever you need to talk to me about. All right? Any other questions? All right. Have a wonderful lunch. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm coming. Turn it off. I'm coming.
Yeah, go ahead. I was pushing this, but.